it's Tracy HD, and I'm giving you an episode of the How to Live a Peaceful Life videos today. And this is going to be video number 17. I temporarily discontinued the videos because of lack of viewer interest, but I've had several requests to bring them back. So this is going to be episode number 17. And what we're going to deal with today is something called boundaries. And when I say boundaries, I'm sure you all are familiar with what that word is. When we draw a line, when we decide that we're not going to allow people to take advantage of us, when we decide that we're not going to always say yes to everything just because someone asks us, when we decide we're finally going to put our foot down with someone who's been very pushy, we're establishing boundaries. Taking that first step sometimes could be very scary because we don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. When people are used to coming to us, when they need help or assistance, and you finally say no for the first time, you're scared thinking that they're going to think you're being mean, or think that, you're upset with them in some way, or think that you're, just not wanting to help out. It's not that. We all have to set boundaries in our lives because if we don't, we could literally be run ragged and stressed out. I know when I was working before, I used to be the person that never said no to working overtime, never said no to fill in for someone who didn't show up. I never said no when I would get called in. And sooner or later, I realized doing all of this for the sake of not wanting to look bad or not wanting to look like I was being difficult really took its toll on my health. A lot of people will take advantage of people that they know are more than willing or have always helped out. It may be hard at first to say no, and you could follow it up with why you're saying no, but you don't really have to give a reason. All you basically do is be firm and polite. Most people will accept that answer of you saying no. Some will say, well, why not? And kind of put you on the spot or try to make you feel like, how dare you let me down at a time like this when I really need you? But you got to think about yourself. You got to realize that, you're not the only person that could help. There's other people out there, but if you keep being the person that says yes all the time, they're not going to bother looking for someone else to help them out when they need something. Basically, when you set boundaries, you're not allowing yourself to be taken advantage of. You're not allowing yourself to get stressed out. You're not allowing to maybe cancel something that you would have felt was more enjoyable just to accommodate someone else. When you're setting boundaries, you're just doing the right thing for you. And if someone doesn't understand that, or someone gets mad at you because you're saying no, then they really didn't care about you anyway. They only cared about what you can do for them. So, step number 17 of how to live a peaceful life: establish boundaries at your job, with your circle of friends, with your family. Basically realize that you do not have to help out. You do not have to say yes all the time. You could if you want to, but if it's something that's really going to put you out where you could have done something, for yourself that day or had other plans, but you cancel them just to accommodate, that's somebody who really needs to set boundaries. People will only do to you what you let them. And believe me, people have a way of knowing who they could count on all the time. And they're going to be calling you before they try to have anybody else share in the workload. Believe me, I was one of those people that was always the first one on their list to call because they figured there's no way she's going to say no. And then after I started saying no, I felt so much more empowered. I realized that I'm not a bad person and I wasn't going to allow anyone to make me feel bad if I didn't say yes to their request. Because we all have to have boundaries. Without boundaries, there's no way you could live a peaceful life. If you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel, and I will be back with another step on how to live a peaceful life.